Hi and welcome to my channel. My name is Rita James. I'm a clinical research scientist and a medical laboratory scientist of over 20 years experience. Today I'm going to be talking about a wonder fruit called pomegranate. This fruit is an amazing fruit. If you've never heard of it or you've not added it to your diet, please, after listening to me today, add it to your diet, especially if you're female and especially if you have any kind of cancer challenge in your family. This can prevent it. Or you've had cancer before and you've gone through chemotherapy. This can prevent a reoccurrence or what I call a metastasis or a spread to other organs in years to come. That is how powerful this is. So welcome to my channel. So I am going to be talking about 10 amazing benefits of pomegranates. Number one benefit is to understand that this particular small fruit you see here, this wonderful, I call it a wonder fruit, is packed with a lot of nutrients. You have proteins in here. You have carbohydrates in here. You have a lot of fiber in here. You have very little sugar in here. You have a lot of minerals in here. Minerals like, iron, magnesium, phosphorus, calcium. It has a lot of vitamins. It has vitamin C. In fact, from one of these, you can get as much as 32% of your daily dose of vitamin C. And most importantly, it has components, anti-cancer components, which I'm going to discuss fully later in this video. It has components that can prevent a lot of processes that cause breast cancer. And I'm going to talk about 3 ways how this can prevent breast cancer and how this can also help you. If you've had breast cancer before, it can help you prevent it from spreading to other organs, what is known as metastasis. It also has the ability to cause cancer cells to die. You see why I call it a wonder fruit? And this is always in my house, always, because I eat it every other day. Some weeks I even take it 1 a day. So this is so important, please. If you don't watch any of my videos, watch this one, to be able to understand why this is so important for your health, especially when it has to do with cancer. So my number one and greatest benefit of this fruit is its ability to prevent cancer and its ability to kill cancer cells and its ability to prevent progression or proliferation of cancer cells. Those are 3 things that are very important, and it does this in 3 ways. Number one, it contains a compound called, I think it's called cyanidin 3-glucoside. What does this compound do? This compound has the ability to stop a process called angiogenesis. What is angiogenesis? Angiogenesis is the process where blood cells are multiplied, whereby cells are fed with nutrients that makes them multiply. So you find that the process of angiogenesis is very bad when it comes to tumors because it causes tumors to grow. But this has that particular compound that stops this process, especially in cancer, breast cancer tumor cells. It stops that process. So it inhibits the growth of breast cancer tumor cells. The number 2 way that it can stop cancer is it contains a compound called ellagic acid. Ellagic acid. What does this do? Ellagic acid acts as an aromatase inhibitor. Now, what exactly is aromatase? When we are old as women, your estrogen reduces naturally. But you find out that women of older age or even postmenopausal women are prone to breast cancer. And most of this cancer, majority of the cancers, is what I called estrogen or progesterone positive. If you don't know what that means, I have a video on different kinds of cancer, breast cancer diagnosis that you can listen to, so you have an understanding of what I mean by estrogen positive or progesterone positive breast cancer. So you find out that majority of the breast cancers is estrogen positive. That means these tumors in the breast, they feed on the hormone estrogen. And it is this process that makes a lot of pharmaceutical companies to develop drugs that are anti-estrogenic, and they give it to women that have been treated through chemotherapy for cancer, breast cancer. So they give you these tablets, you take it for years. That is to prevent and reduce estrogen. But isn't it amazing that you can even get it naturally from this fruit, just by eating this fruit, without the side effects of taking the drugs? This fruit contains that compound that inhibits the enzyme called aromatase. What aromatase does is to help in the conversion of what is called androgens to estrogens. Because when we are old as women, your ovaries no longer produces estrogen, your estrogen is reduced, but you still need estrogen in your body to do a lot of things. So the body goes to androgens and transfers it and converts them to estrogens that the body can use. So what this does, that particular substance does, that is present in this, is to inhibit that enzyme. So there is no conversion of androgens to estrogen, especially if you're a post-cancer patient, a post-breast cancer patient. So this is so powerful and so important. Research has also shown that pomegranates contain a compound that has the ability to reduce 17-beta-estradiol. Now, this 17-beta-estradiol is the main estrogen that is of concern when it comes to breast cancer. So a lot of research has shown that this wonder fruit has the ability to reduce that particular estrogen to 50%. It has ability to reduce it by 50%. I will link all the research after this video so you go there and read it for yourself. Now you're beginning to understand why this is a must-have in your house. A must-have because it can prevent, it can also help kill when it comes to cancer cells. This fruit also has been shown by research to contain some compounds called polyphenolic compounds. These are compounds that have been shown to be very good for heart health. In fact, the research was carried out where some people that had some biomarkers that showed heart problems were given every day pomegranate juice to drink. And later it was found to have reduced chest pain. It was found to have reduced even the biomarkers that show any kind of heart problem. So that is one of the health effects, health benefits of taking pomegranate. It also reduces inflammation. As I've mentioned in most of my videos, anything that can reduce inflammation is wonderful because inflammation is the source of a lot of diseases in our bodies. Again, some test tube studies have shown that pomegranate can help stop the formation of kidney stones. This it does by, reacting with oxalates, regulating oxalates and calcium in the blood. The exact mechanism is not known, but there have been test tube research that has shown that you can actually stop kidney stones, the mechanism by which kidney stones are formed in the kidneys. That means it is very good for your urinary health. Now, because of the high fiber contents of this my wonder fruit, it has some prebiotic effects. What are prebiotics? Prebiotics are substances that regulate your good bacteria in your gut. Now you have good bacteria and you have bad bacteria. That is why if you take a lot of antibiotics, you're destroying your good bacteria. And good bacteria is very important to protect your digestive system, protects your gut. And it's also important. And this has the ability to do that because of its high content of fiber. And when your gut is protected, it can prevent a lot of digestive diseases, including colon cancer. It can be prevented when your good bacteria is functioning well. You know, it stops you from having all these hemorrhoids or having all this constipation and so on. So that is one of the health benefits of this. And again, because of having so much anti-inflammatory properties, it is also very good for your brain. As I said, anything that has anti-inflammatory properties is good for the entire body as a whole. I don't want this video to be too long. If you want to read more and get details and get all the links to the research that has been done on this wonderful fruit, feel free to go to my website, www.healthiest.com, and you can read through the whole blog post that has to do with pomegranates, and then you will now know and understand and be convinced why you should make this a very vital fruit or food in your kitchen. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time in my next video.